Now the news the day after violence erupted in Bengal over Panchayat elections, political blame game has begun in the state. The Mamata Banerjee government has blamed the opposition for the violence. The BJP has launched a fresh salvo at the TMC and called the violence unfortunate, urging Mamata Banerjee to fulfill the constitutional duties. BJP has reminded her of violence during the rule of the Communist Party. Governor Anand Bose also paid a visit to the violent city areas, assuring that the perpetrators of the violence will be strictly dealt with. India today has accessed fresh visuals of violence where mobs can be seen carrying sticks and pelting stones. As said, TMC has strictly advised its cadre to refrain from violence, as well as the BJP that bangs on free poll violence. These are the visuals that we have accessed. The mob caught on camera. Now, accusing the centre of finding an excuse to deploy central forces in the state, the Chief Minister said nominations are peaceful in West Bengal.
Bhangar in South 24 Parganas has been boiling for the past 2 days. Nominations have been completed. Thankfully, there is no reports of violence since morning. But over here, if you look, these are the remaining vehicles which were vandalized, which were put to fire. Now, this one, the smoke is still coming out of this particular vehicle. Locals, we spoke to them over here. They claimed that these vehicles which are lying over here, they are not from here, they are from Canning. They are saying that, these cars were brought in yesterday. And over here, one thing that we have seen over here, there's a butt of a gun. This is what it looks like, at least, and it's lying down over here. How it arrived over here and what happened is something that an investigation can answer. But thankfully, there has been no instance of violence since morning today. The governor of the state, C.V. Anand Bose, he arrived over here, he spoke to locals and tried to build some confidence in the locals who have been seeing violence since the past few days. With camera person Orho, this is Suryagni Roy for India Today, Bhangar.
আর ভাঙরে যেটা হয়েছে, ভাঙরের ঘটনাটা এটা যারা বিরোধীতে আছে ওখানে নতুন জিতেছে সেই করেছে পরশুদিন প্রথম, সেই ভাঙচুর করেছে গাড়ি। তারপরে মুসলিমদের যে কথা বললে সবাই এক জায়গায় আসে, মুসলিমরা আমার ভাই বোনেরা তারা, কিন্তু ও বিপথে পরিচালিত করে প্ররোচনামূলক কমিউনাল স্লোগান দিয়ে সবাইকে জোগাড় করে ওখানে ভাঙচুর লুট তলাক সবকিছু করেছে, অগ্নিসংযোগ। ফলে কালকে একটা রিটালিয়েট হয়েছে। এটা আমাদের পক্ষ থেকে কালকে একটা প্রতিবাদ হয়েছে, যেটা সত্য সেটা আমি বলবো। আর আজকেরও যে ঘটনা আমি এখনো পর্যন্ত জানি না, আমি তো রাস্তায়, প্রশাসনকে আমি বলেছি স্ট্রংলি হ্যান্ডেল করতে। উত্তরপ্রদেশে আপনারা দেখেছেন কন্টেস্ট করতেই দেওয়া হয় না 90%। ত্রিপুরার রেজাল্ট দিয়ে দেখুন কন্টেস্ট করতে দেওয়া হয় না 90%।
हिंसा का जो तांडव दिखाई पड़ रहा है ये कष्टकारक है, दुखद है और मन में आक्रोश भरने वाला है। पश्चिम बंगाल की सरकार, पश्चिम बंगाल की पुलिस जिस प्रकार से बर्ताव कर रही है, ये देश के लोकतांत्रिक और चुनावी इतिहास में एक बहुत काला अध्याय है।
I assure the people of Bengal, violence will be the first victim in this election. Violence should die a silent death. Violence will be encountered by silence, in the sense those perpetrators of violence will be silenced in a permanent way under the constitution, under the law of the land.
भयंकर स्थिति है जो वायलेंस चल रहा है। इस वायलेंस के अंदर इलेक्शन होना नामुमकिन है। सेंट्रल फोर्सेस की जरूरत है, कोर्ट भी मान रही है। और स्टेट इलेक्शन कमीशन, मैं कल बोला था, आज कोर्ट ने भी वही बोला कि स्टेट इलेक्शन कमीशन बाईपास कर रही है कोर्ट के जजमेंट को, और बाईपास करके ना मानने की कोशिश कर रही है कुछ भी जो बात कोर्ट ने बोला है।
तो अभी ये जो सिचुएशन है, हम लोग ये पॉलिसी वाइज हम लोग विरोध करते हैं, लेकिन सेंट्रल फोर्स से हमारा कोई हेडेक नहीं है। वी हैव नो हेडेक इन सेंट्रल फोर्सेस। पब्लिक तृणमूल को वोट देंगे। लेकिन सेंट्रल फोर्स बंगाल में हो तो पूरा देश में लोकल इलेक्शन रूल चेंज करके भी होना चाहिए।
ममता बनर्जी अपने बोला जो पुलिस किसी को मत याद करो, जो हो सीपीएम हो, कांग्रेस हो, तृणमूल हो, नहीं, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर को ठीक रहना चाहिए। ठीक है, 2-4 जगह में हुआ है, बंगाल में हिंसा वायलेंस नहीं था। इसको जो रोज ये इधर में बैठ के गाली, माने इतना गाली, गंदा बात, ये जो नोंगरा बात, ये सब करके बंगाल में एक वायलेंस की वातावरण तैयार कर दिया ये विरोधी लोग।
Suryagni is in round 0, reporting from Bhangar in South 24 Parganas. Suryagni, in fact, a lot of call a few days ago for central forces anticipating the situation, but it's clear that things aren't under control, isn't it, as far as these regions are concerned?
Sneha, firstly, it is noteworthy and important to mention that since today morning, thankfully, there has been no reports of violence, especially in South 24 Parganas' Bhangar, where we were reporting, continuously for the past 3 days. Now, yesterday, it was extremely volatile situation over there. It was completely between the Trinamool Congress workers and the ISF workers. Today, it looks like Bhangar's Block 2 market. It looks like a crematorium of burnt vehicles. When the governor went today, he had a tour of the entire area, especially that marketplace as well. And that is the place where the entire ruckus had evolved last afternoon. We spoke to many people over there. Some of them are afraid. Some claim that people were brought in from outside. Many people met the governor. The governor spoke to many people over there. He took a tour of that entire area. Now, Sneha, yes, there are political parties, especially the BJP, which has been on the focal forefront that only a central force can be deployed over here. Only a central force can, make sure that there is peace and, tranquility and elections and nominations and everything of that sort can happen in a very peaceful manner. Now, today when Mamata Banerjee and Abhishek Banerjee, they were, summing up Abhishek's Janasanjog Yatra, which he was continuing for the past 2 months at Kakdeep in South 24 Parganas. That is where Mamata Banerjee clearly stated that central forces were used in Manipur as well. But what is the situation? She also further went on to state that central forces were, the BSF was had shot a youth in Uttar Dinajpur as well. This is what the Chief Minister herself, she stated at a public event just a while back, and she brought up various examples, especially of the incident of 2021's election in Coach Bihar, where the central forces who were guarding the poll center, they had fired and many people had lost their lives. So this war of words for central forces and against central forces has been, it's not happening for the first time. It has been happening ever since that 2021 elections kicked off, because that was under the supervision of the central forces. Trinamool as a political party, their stand is clear. Central force, no central force doesn't make a difference to them. They are very confident that they'll win this. But the BJP, they are of the opinion that for a free and fair election and nomination is it's done. So for a free and fair polling, free and fair election, central forces is mandatory. And they cite their examples which they have been saying for a long time. Now, amidst this, we saw the past 3 days where rampant violence was reported from at Bhangar in South 24 Parganas and certain areas of central Bengal's Murshidabad and Chopra in North Bengal.